and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria now. Global matters are rising. Good morning, Africa, and reggae at its best on ONN. I just wanted to make a very strong suggestion to the people of Africa, where I was born 63 years ago. Our continent went through slavery. Our continent went through colonialism. Our continent has gone through imperialism unending. Our continent has gone through apartheid. And our continent is yet the victim of globalization. Sadly, our continent does not have an organized way of responding to issues. Yes, and that was why, about 80 years ago, young African revolutionaries, led by Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Modibo Keita, Sekou Toure, yes, Abdel Nasser, Emperor Haile Selassie, the grandfather, yes, came together to dream a big dream. Their dream was about the coming together of Africa as one country, and they proposed a name for it, the United States of Africa. But that has remained a vision. Bob Marley came years later to put it into a song, Africa Unite. Today, that call has become louder than ever before. But the seriousness to get it done is still lacking. As the first liners were all, one way or the other, either assassinated. Yes, I'm talking about the likes of Patrice Lumumba. Yes, and the rest of them. They were either assassinated or overthrown. And since then, any person who talked about Pan-Africanism was either assassinated or overthrown. Yes, the most painful part of it, one of them, Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso, Samora Machel, Mozambique. Yes, they were all eliminated. And nothing has changed since then. Now, this is a challenge to this generation. Yet another young man came. Yes, Ibrahim Traore. Everything is being done to destroy him. Yes, they came together to form an alliance. Sadly, my country, Nigeria, where I come from, is now being used, yes, as a tool through a drug dealer who was convicted here in the United States called Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has destroyed and put up Nigeria for a total collapse. Today, I am calling the young people in Africa. Yes, the young revolutionaries everywhere in Africa. You must think now and you must wake up and then act fast. Look back at what Kwame Nkrumah and the rest of them did and then decide what you want for your continent. Are you going to continue to be from that richest continent but with nothing to show for its riches? Yes, where over 1.5 billion of its people live below poverty line. It is a choice that we must make now. And that is the reason why we're making this proposition, that there is need to form a Pan-African army. Yes, that is the only way. Pan-African army, that is the only way we can secure Africa. And it's going to come with some cost. Yes, young Africa to end terrorism with a purpose in the West African sub-region and by extension the whole of Africa. Young Africans, especially young Nigerians, should, instead of joining the French-controlled Nigerian army, join the AES armed forces because they are the only true African armed forces fiercely fighting against terrorism. Yes, and with courage, the zeal, and determination it deserves to win and win independence for Africa and the African people. This is where it is right now. So if we must solve the problem of terrorism inside Africa, if we must solve the problem of Al-Shabaab in Somalia, if we must solve the problem of Boko Haram and Fulani banditry, Fulani terrorism in Nigeria, the only people who can do it is the African people. They must unite like our ancestors called for. It's time for us to break down all those unnecessary boundaries. Unite. We know ourselves. Yes, this is the time for the people of Africa to come together and solve their own problems. We can solve it and solve it well. Those who want to solve it from outside, they went through their own phases. This is our problem to solve, and we must solve it with the purpose that it deserves. This is the call this morning. Thank you very much. Please do share this message as widely as possible. We will come and enlarge it later in the day. The compulsion to do it has been so compelling that I could not resist it anymore. Bye for now. I love you.